Well, hello, my darlings. I'm Faith from Faithngrits, back to play in Ciao Bella. Ciao Bella, but I've also added in this video some of Rachel's Truly Blue. And I'll go through that now. You'll see what I mean in a few seconds. So I've added lots of Truly Blue in there. I've worked some more with the Ciao Bella pieces. And again, adding things like Truly Blue. But please stick around to the end, because I have a puzzling question for you to help me with, having to do with the cover. So for you, keep watching. It'll only be a tick. Right, darlings, here is my before snippet for the Truly Blue papers that I want to add to the Ciao Bella. So these tags are gorgeous. All those beautiful blues and lemons that I was talking about wanting to hone in on in the Ciao Bella kit. So 3 tags I've got, quite large ones. I've got that page, and flip through them quickly. That one, not sure if I'll use the bird, but everything else, yes. I might not. I'm not a birdie person. This, yes. That, yes. There are hints of pinks in the Ciao Bella kit. That, yes. And that one, oh yes. That is gorgeous. But this is too white to tie in to that beautiful rustic color going on in the Ciao Bella. So these are going to go off to be tea dyed. So bit of media magic, and I'll be back and show you how they come out. So give me a tick. Right, my darlings, back a little bit later, and I've dyed, tea stained those Truly Blue pieces to see how they've come out. Now these are just A3 pieces of paper that I buy from Asda, and I just keep reusing them. And they eventually get super grungy, and I will eventually make something with them one day. So let's have a look. I've done, so as you can see, they are that much like really chilled out. The white has gotten knocked back into that much more antique-y feel to it. So, but not everywhere. There are little bits of white that shine through. I'm happy with that. That's come out lovely. So let's have a look at the other ones. 3 tags. Sometimes you get a bit of an effect on pages. Now these had already been used on previous projects before this. I just keep reusing them, and they get super grungy. Ooh, I like. That's come out lush. I really want to get these into the journal pages, definitely. And let's have a look at the back. And oh, that's washed out. Really pretty as well. It's really washed it out, the tea has. And bonus, you've got this on the back then. Let's look at the next one. Yes. Ready to play with these now. One more. Ooh, that's come out lovely. Yes, happy with that. Is there one more or 2 more in here? That's an interesting effect, isn't it? Oh, and that butterfly has bled through on that side. I might use that bird after all. We'll see. Might have him peeking out somewhere. And, oh, there we go. That has come out stunning. And she's bled through the back. And so is that hyacinth. Bled through the back as well. So that'll make a lovely spot of journaling. So, get my grungy papers away. Oh, come on. I've got the fan on in here because it's hot. I grew up in Alabama. I'm used to the heat, but not in a British home. Oh, my word. So I do have the fan blowing on me, so I'm trying to make sure it doesn't blow everything off my desk. So, let's have a play with these. So, give me a tick. I'm going to pull 3 pages for my signatures, and we'll have a little play by the seat of my pants kind of thing. So, give me a tick. Right, so from my 3 signatures, I've pulled 3 pages of, well, cardstock, thin cardstock that's been tea-dyed out in the sun. Put those to the side for now. Let's go back to that one. What was it? That one. Yes, that one. Let's have a play with that one first. And I've named now the fan over next to me, Freddie. So every time he blows something away, I'm going to shout, "Stop it, Freddie." Honestly, I've been so keen and stuck into things here before, and then every so often, the fan catches it and blows it away from me, or flips it upside down. And I'm like, ah. So, let's have a go. I definitely want this as a side. So I'm just going to go in and cut. Not thinking too much about it. Try not to overthink it too much. That's that. 1 page at a time. Just take, stop it, Freddie. And see. Ooh, nearly the same height. Trim that a little bit more around there. And off that bottom. Lovely tuck. Ooh, I'm happy with that. Now, the page itself. Stop it, Freddie. Do I want to round corners, ink edges? I don't think I want to ink or stencil because the die itself is giving me that grunge. Let's get a, not a 14, what was the other one? A 10. And by a 10, for those of you in the States, I made a 10 millimeter. I'm not sure what that is, translates to. Leave these corners square. Pardon me. And ink. But what color? As they say in Welsh, palu. Palu. What color? Shall I do blue, glass, yellow, melon, brown, bro? I don't know. Let's see. I've got, that's a really sharp blue. This is the Arctic blue. Let's try the Arctic. Because I really want to lean in to the blues and the lemons and the antique browns. Those antique and all of the different shades of brown. Shades of brown can be very complicated. You can have coffee, you can have something like a latte, you can have every brown color of chocolate you can think of. The spectrum of colors in any color really is crazy. Yeah, I think I want to go that blue on that. but put a darker edge on the pages themselves. So, let's see. Recent trip out to Ben shop in Haverford and visiting friends in Pembroke. I'd never used walnut stain before, and oh my god, it's my new favorite. It's my new favorite brown, for definite. Because I like Versa Van Clair, but a lot of their browns are very orangey and reddy, without having any better words to describe them. They're very orange and red, their browns. That walnut is like perfect. So, yes, please, let's do it. So, go for it. Pin, where I know where it is. I still haven't sorted a charm for that Barely Art glue pen yet. It's on my radar. It's just I've been working, so I haven't had a chance to play all that much, but needs must. Go! Lovely. I'm loving that. It's like a perfect, these papers are like perfect friends for the kids. So that one's on that one. Let's have a go on. I don't want to chop the butterfly in half. Or maybe I do. What's it going to look like if I do? Where's my ruler? I chop him in half. There. That's alright. Or do I leave it? I don't know if my pages are wide enough. Are they wide enough? Yeah, they're wide enough. Let's have a go cutting it out. If I cut him out and he's too much, I can always trim him off. Trim ever so carefully. I'll give it a go anyway. I think that's where the collaboration idea, I'm not entirely sure where the collaboration idea has come from. I haven't put the hashtag in yet to have a look, but it is just, I love Steph's style because it is just like do it kind of thing, which is more in line, I think, with the ethos of this particular craft style, because at least for me it is. That's what's drawn me into it, is because it can be this sustainable. Paper crafting can be sustainable, or it can be super expensive. And I think that's what happened with the whole, like, oh, stop it, Freddie. That's what happened with the whole, like, scrapbooking craze. It's like, oh, you can't be creative. We'll do everything for you. Just these kits, and come and buy all our products, and you can be creative too. And it's like, well, that's not the point, is it? I'm not sure how I feel about those antennae, but we'll test it on a page now. Do I want that on an inside? Or do I want it like that? Like this, I think. yes, I think I'll leave that on there because it's going to give it a bit of stability, especially for those edges. But this needs inking, or do I want to back those wing tips with something else to reinforce them? No, I think I'm just going to go for it. That's opening, yes, out. So inking that one needs. Ooh, what color? You know what? I might actually do black on that one. Let me grab the black. Not much, just a tiny bit, because there is the black outlines. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it is going inside. Little tiny bits, just to give it that extra dimension. Because, to be honest, with the whole debate over the brown inks, what I really want is a brown that's nearly black. You know, just that extra little shade. I just haven't found the right one yet. Walnut Stain has been the closest, and I've only recently discovered that one. Come on. Tricky to get into these little fiddly bits. There we go. Black away. Now, this page, I think I will round corners and give a dark hint of something. Let's have a look. Let's give it a bigger corner with 14. Yes. And walnut again. Yes, walnut again. I can go back and do the insides anyway. But no, I've only got a little bit of time to play outside of work and family commitments and things like that. A lot going on at the moment. And it's so hot in the UK at the moment. It's not hot compared to like Alabama standards. I grew up in northern Alabama. You know, I ran around barefoot in 110 degree heat, you know, for my childhood. You know, stepping on bees and running home. I stepped on a bee. It's funny, I've told people over here as well in the UK, my mother's solution, if you step on a bee, my mother would go and get a cigarette, and she'd take the cigarette apart, get the tobacco out, and she'd moisten it under the top so the tobacco would go a bit mushy, and she'd put that on the bee sting. Well, I was right as rain after that. I was fine. But it would draw the stinger out. As soon as she would put it on there, if the stinger was still in your foot, the stinger would come straight out. Probably not the thing you want to do nowadays, but never mind, it worked back then. Here we go. No, I grew up in that heat, but it's not the same here in the UK at all. That needs to come off a bit. The houses here are literally built to keep heat in. And there's just nowhere for that heat to go. So there's no airflow through my house at all, apart from Freddie the fan over here next to me, which I'm really starting to get annoyed with. Where do I want? That side, that side, that side. There we go. So no, I'm probably going to carry on, keep this video a little bit short, because I don't have that long to play, and my play sessions at the moment are very tiny. So just to give an idea of what I'm up to, and then catch up with you about what I've done so far, because this will be part 3. So this will be part 3 of play. This will not go to waste. I will repurpose this somewhere. I know it's French and it's an Italian kit, but I think all languages will go in eventually. I definitely want to get some French in there. Not French, Welsh. And see if I can get a hold. There's a place local to me where I think I can get hold of foreign language. So I'm going to be in the hunt for Italian. But, right. So, leave there for a tick, and I'll be right back. Right, my darlings, I'm back. It's been several days later. Do a little bit of a catch-up. These are getting chunky, very chunky. So, the truly blue papers have truly married up to this beautifully. So you see the color going on here. That is the truly blue. That one is truly blue. I've got much more to do in here, and I've played here and there when I've had time. And again, Ciao Bella, truly blue. There's lots of spaces to play in here now. So I've just added a few pieces here and there. You've seen those. That needs, nothing's filled at the moment. I did keep her in. And the second one, this now where I put onto book page. And I really like the combination. I really do like the combination of the Truly Blue and the Ciao Bella. Gorgeous. That is beautiful. The vibrancy of that color just sings to me. That one as well as Truly Blue. Those are my napkins. Ciao Bella papers. You kind of get the idea now. It's building now. The bones of it are building up. That's come out lovely. And that one has as well. So I've just sort of gone through the 3 signatures and added bits like that. That's as far as I've gotten. But then, my darlings, that's come out lovely. That blue, yellow. I would have never thought to put blue and yellow with the tea, the vintage antique brown. But it really does sing to me. I love it as a color palette. I absolutely love it. So, yeah, so leftover bits and bobs from when I trimmed things out have also gone down into the book. I know it's French. Doesn't matter. I can throw a whole bunch of other languages in there. And hopefully, like I said, I think I said before about having a source of some Italian book page. But no, that's where I stand with the 3 signatures, which are Chunky Monkeys. So, but in the meantime, between filming the section before and filming this one, I also had a 4-hour session with my local craft club. So, in my local craft club, it's called the Saucepan Crafters. And I took along a basket of this kind of stuff with a piece of blue cotton. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a go. Same principle as a snippet roll to do the cover. And I made this. So very rudimentary. So it is a bit too long. And I don't know what to do. So this is where I'm asking you all your opinions. Please leave me a comment and tell me what you think. Because I initially thought, you see, I mean, it's like a 7-year-old that stitched it, honestly. But very much a cathartic process. Going through, sampling pieces, and stitching them on. It was so much fun. So much fun. And it's very rustic. So I thought, right, this is going to be the front cover of the book and have a wraparound. But as you can see, if this book with all those pockets, pardon me, fills up more, there won't be any to wrap around. So I'm kind of on the fence now. I don't know what to do. Do I, because if I put it about halfway, my overlap is only that much. So do I put a wider spine in the middle? Back of this was that piece of cotton I did find left over. So if I was to give this something like a 3-inch spine, 2.5 to 3-inch spine to accommodate that building out with embellishments and filled pockets, that should put half of 3 is 1.5 inches. That should put the signature about there. About there. But is that too much? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm stumped. And I can't think about it anymore tonight. So, ideas, thoughts, because this needs to get backed. That needs to get backed with a piece of cotton. So I suppose my question really is, do I leave it just paper, unembellished, nothing bulky, and have it as a travel journal going that way with a wraparound? Or do I allow for like full-on embellishment and do it halfway and spread the signatures out? I don't know what to do. That is where my creative muse is tonight. I'm stumped. But I'm chuffed with the cover. But even if I turn around and don't use that, just thoughts. But I do love it because it is that blue, lemon, and vintage sort of handmade feel to it. So, please leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If you had this laying on your desk or your crafting space, what would you do? So, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see what happens next time. Who knows? So, bye for now.